So today I'll be doing a video discussing Enter Natsu's daughter. But no, this isn't just going to be a regular video because today we have a special guest on our channel. Let's go ahead and let him introduce himself.
Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Senpai Fruit here today. I'm very excited to talk about Nashi Dragneel, Natsu's daughter. Let's go ahead and get into this. Thank you for having me.
As you guys can see, we got Senpai Fruit on the channel. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys go subscribe to him. He makes great fairy tale content, just like me, if you guys wanted more fairy tale content. But you guys can see from the title, Nashi Dragneel has 100% been confirmed. And it's been a while that Nashi Dragneel has been out, or at least the thought of her has been out to the public. But there's been a lot of people speculating, still doubting if she was actually canon. But with this recent news that we've gotten from Hiro Mashima, it basically does confirm that we will be entering Nashi Dragneel very soon. Now we see that Hiro Mashima, he basically did confirm Nashi Dragneel. If you guys want to, you can check out Senpai Fruit's video about that, about the interview. But while Hiro Mashima was in Germany, he actually did confirm that Natsu x Lucy was going to be canon, but the only thing that he had a problem with is that he didn't want to rush it, which is actually pretty smart on his part, because let's be honest, we've seen a lot of times in shonen and in anime and manga where the couples have just been rushed, and it feels like that it's really not been too good. So I definitely do have to say that the fact that Hiro Mashima is actually taking his time and not wanting to rush a pairing that seems like it could be so easily thrown in there, because let's be honest, if Hiro Mashima wanted to, he could just easily confirm it, but he wants to take his time with it. That's what makes me respect him a lot more when it comes to the Natsu and Lucy confirmation. But the biggest part about Nashi Dragneel is that a while ago, I believe in the summer, he actually did release artwork for Nashi Dragneel. Yes, he released artwork for Nashi Dragneel back on Twitter, and he confirmed to himself that these are the designs of the next generation characters. So I definitely do have to say that this was a huge pointer, because even though he did release the artwork for them and the series wasn't out, it just goes to show you that he was already planning to release something around Nashi Dragneel, because there would be no reason for Hiro Mashima to start drawing an artwork for a character that he wasn't going to use. And we know that Hiro Mashima, he takes his artwork and his character designs very seriously. So I do have to say that the fact that he did release this picture of Nashi Dragneel on Twitter a long time ago does go to show you that Nashi Dragneel, she has been a thought in Hiro Mashima's head for a while, but there's also been a lot of in-story hints towards her. Yes, there's been a lot of in-story hints towards Nashi Dragneel too, regardless of the Natsu and Lucy stuff, because usually Hiro Mashima, he will use the other Dragon Slayers to kind of hint towards what will happen with Natsu. We know that Wendy unlocking her new Dragon Force, we seen that she was pretty much the first one to get a Dragon Force like that, but then we see Natsu, obviously they get one, and we see Gajio right now, he is the first Dragon Slayer that is going to have a child. So shout out to Gajio, because we know that this is a sign of a next generation, because Hiro Mashima would not just throw in the thought of new children without having a next generation plan. And we see the first Dragon Slayer that has a kid on the way is Gajio. So I definitely do think that Hiro Mashima, he will follow up on that and use Natsu and Lucy to make them have a kid too, obviously. But Mercuphobia, the water dragon god, we've seen what type of impact Lucy did have on or not Lucy, but we saw what the water dragon god's girlfriend had on him. Like, we seen that basically she ended up changing his whole personality, and Natsu, he's going to need somebody like that in his corner, aka Lucy, because we saw with his recent power up, Natsu, he has no control over it, like whatsoever. He was literally about to just kill the water dragon god like it was nothing, until Lucy was there to calm him down. So I definitely do have to say that I like the way how Hiro Mashima, he showed Mercuphobia and his girlfriend's relationship, and that kind of did just foreshadow, and that's how Natsu and Lucy are going to be in the future, because hey, these two, they're able to build a whole empire together. So you already know Natsu and Lucy, they're going to be able to build way more together once they finally do confirm themselves. But The biggest thing about Nashi Dragneel is that we will have to wait until the Fairy Tail 100-year quest is done, because obviously Lucy, she would not have a child while they're on the 100-year quest, even though they were saying that it takes a while to complete the quest. That is the only downfall about having to wait for Nashi Dragneel, because the 100-year quest, we know that it's not going to be something that's completed just simply. So definitely I do have to say that while we will have to wait for the 100-year quest to finish, it will be more hype because we'll be able to see more abilities from Natsu and Lucy, and that's what ultimately gets me excited for Nashi, because Nashi Dragneel will most likely be a Dragon Slayer mixed with a Celestial Spirit user, and that is going to be the first time we ever see something like that. So I definitely do have to say that Nashi Dragneel, when it comes to her abilities, it's going to be very hyped to see her. So even though we will have to wait for the Fairy Tail 100-year quest to be completed, just imagine all the new attacks and all the new magic abilities she's going to be able to learn. What do you think about the entering of Nashi Dragneel, Senpai Fruit?
Well, I want to go ahead and start with Nashi being a Dragon Slayer. You said it, you think that Nashi is going to be a Celestial Spirit Dragon Slayer, and I'm going to have to disagree with you on that. Now, I think that a new generation of Dragon Slayers, yes, a new generation of Dragon Slayers will be formed when Nashi comes into the picture, when other Dragon Slayers' children come into the picture that will learn directly from other Dragon Slayers. Now, we already have first generation, we already have second generation, we have third generation, we have fourth generation, and we have fifth generation, which are the Dragon Eaters, which are going to be very, very hype. But now, we're going to have a sixth generation of Dragon Slayers, and that will be where Nashi is going to reside. She will be a sixth generation Dragon Slayer. And again, a lot of people think that she will have Celestial Spirit Dragon Slayer magic or something like that, something where it's going to be a combination between Lucy and Natsu's magic. But honestly, if I'm being entirely honest, I think that it will not be a connection in terms of her magic to Lucy. I think that she will just be a fire Dragon Slayer like Natsu. I think that she's going to take after Natsu in that regard. But that's her magic squared away. Let's go ahead and take some time to talk about her personality. Now, for those of you guys who do not know, first of all, Hiro Mashima has been working on a brand new manga called Eden Zero. And again, for those of you guys who have not started reading Eden Zero, Mage has read it, I've read it. It's absolute fire. Get on that manga. Series. It is fire. And in that manga, we have a character named Rebecca, who is the main female protagonist of the series, and she's very much a blend between Natsu and Lucy. And I think that Nashi's personality will kind of reside near what Rebecca's personality is. Rebecca is a very strong female character. She's a very contrast to Lucy at the beginning of the series, where Lucy was kind of weak at the beginning of the series, but now we have this powerful main female protagonist with Rebecca. She's very, very strong. She has Natsu's fighting spirit, but she also is a very level-headed individual for the most part, and she's able to take certain situations seriously when it is appropriate to, much like Lucy. And I think that Rebecca is a good idea and will be a good indication as to what Nashi's personality would be like. So what do you think, Mage? What do you think?
I obviously do think that her personality, it will be something a lot similar to Natsu, but like you said, I do like the fact that Nashi Dragneel, she will be a lot more level-headed, because Natsu, let's be honest, that's the main reason why we do like him, because he's a hothead. He's always willing to do something crazy. But like you said, I like the comparison between Rebecca and how Hiro Mashima, again, we've seen him before in previous series like Rave Master, how he's introduced the Jalal, the previous Jalal, then he's used that same concept in Fairy Tail. So I can see him actually doing something similar to that when he crosses over the personalities from different series, because Hiro Mashima was known for doing that. I thought that was a great point on your hand, on having Nashi Dragneel being a lot similar to Rebecca. But like I said, I do think that she will be a good blend between both of the characters. I think that she won't be too much like Natsu, just because Natsu, at the end of the day, I still do think he will be in the story even when Nashi Dragneel is the main character. So I don't think they'll make her too similar to Natsu, but everybody does not want to see a weak female main character, because we already got to see that with Lucy. We got to see her develop, and that was one of the great things with Lucy. She started off weak and became super strong, and we got to see her develop. I think that with Nashi, she's going to be in the middle of those two. Mainly, I think she might take a more closer side to Lucy, maybe because she's just a female, but I do think that she will kind of take up after Lucy while still having Natsu's powers when it comes to like Dragon Slayer abilities. I do think that she'll use the Dragon Slayer techniques a lot more than the Celestial Spirit techniques, but I do think that her personality will be something great. But overall, what do you guys think about the concept of Nashi Dragneel? Are you guys excited for her? Because listen, Hiro Mashima, he's basically confirmed that she will be here, and like me and Senpai Fruit said, once she does get introduced into the series, she will be hyped. There'll be a lot of new things that come with her, like new Dragon Slayers, new Dragon Slayer techniques, everything about it. But overall, what do you guys think about Nashi Dragneel? Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to Senpai Fruit. Check out his content. It will all be in the description down below. Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.